Now on CoastTV News.
The last day of fall is a cold one with temperatures in the 20s and 30s this morning, feeling colder with the wind. A cold stretch to start winter Thursday, then warming up heading towards Christmas. I'll have the details coming up.
There's really no place to walk. There's no place to sit and enjoy with your family.
Shoreline shape up, the need for replenishment work in Lewis, and why a project there could finish ahead of schedule. Wind power partnership the Bush Delaware is making to bring more wind energy projects to our coast. Residing along Route 9, new development under review in the Lewis area and the rezoning that needs to occur for the project to move forward.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. It is Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick. Paige Marley is on assignment today, and we are now just 5 days away from Christmas. Got an early Christmas present for you. The forecast with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Delmarva. Our weather pattern is topsy-turvy. We're supposed to get colder heading towards Christmas, but we're going to be getting warmer with the cold air ahead of Christmas. So kind of upside down, a little inverted. Temperatures are cold this morning, 20s and lower 30s, 31 Bethany Beach to Indian River Inlet, 29 in Delmar, Redden, and Milton at 29. Any of that standing water from the previous storm could be frozen on side roads, so really be careful out there. Watch some icy spots. We're looking at a northwest breeze right now at times about 15, even over 20 miles per hour along the coast. So look at these feels like temperatures. Feels like 20 Indian River Inlet. Ouch. 24 in Delmar, 24 in Redden right now. We're looking at the clear skies. So most of the roads are dry. Once again, some icy spots as we have this northerly flow. It's cold and we're still below freezing at 7, but then above that 32-degree mark at 9 by noon in the lower 40s. Still some 30s along the beach and low to maybe some mid 40s as we go into the afternoon hours. So your drive cast, I gave it the yellow light for the morning commute. Watch for the icy spots. Heading home looking much better. Green light, chilly and breezy.
More wind projects could be headed for our coast as negotiations are taking place between U.S. Wind and Delaware Governor John Carney for 2 offshore wind projects. Now, these will connect at 3 R's Beach in Delaware Seashore State Park. This is just south of the Indian River Inlet Bridge. So state parks and U.S. Wind will hold a public information session to share details of the work to be done at 3 R's Beach, which they say will almost be invisible. And according to Carney, this move aligns with Delaware's clean energy goals. But other proposed wind farms, as we have seen, have faced big opposition. Plans to connect the Skipjack Wind Farm to Fenwick Island State Park were blocked after receiving strong opposition from people living in that area. Well, today, beach replenishment continuing near the Roosevelt Inlet. This is being managed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. They say there is a replenishment cycle of about 6 years in Lewis. One difference this time around, the way the sand is making it to the beach. Sand being pumped from the ocean floor, and it is bringing close to 100,000 cubic yards to the beach. We went to Lewis to get a better idea of how this project is being viewed, and here's what one person told us.
Well, if you go down to the beach during high tide, there's really no place to walk. There's no place to sit and enjoy with your family. So it's much needed for those that come to visit Lewis, not only the residents, but also those from out of state that come to visit Lewis.
And the Army Corps says this is a relatively small-scale project that should be finished sometime early in the new year, but if sea conditions and the weather cooperate, it could be done by the end of the month. Next up for dredging, Millsboro. According to DENREC, town says work will take place on the navigational channel along the Indian River. And we can see the map of the project overview on your screen. The material dredged from the channel will be used in a marsh improvement project. Project goals include maintaining a navigable waterway and wetland restoration. Developing news about developments. The next large project up for debate along Route 9. North Star mixed-use development is proposed between Route 9 and Beaver Dam Road across from the vineyards. Now, what this project is proposed, what we're looking at here, also we're talking about Cool Spring Crossing. It's about 2.5 miles away along Log Cabin Hill Road, Hudson Road, Route 9, and Cool Spring Road. And happening today, state planners will review both proposals later this morning in Dover. The North Star mixed-use development and Cool Spring Crossings are both currently zoned for agricultural residential. If approved, new homes to live in and to rent could be built along Route 9. North Star Property LLC they're proposing 758 single-family lots, 94 multifamily apartments, and 96,000 square feet of commercial space. This would require rezoning different portions to be heavy commercial and medium-density residential. Meanwhile, Cool Spring Crossing, which is a Carl M. Freeman Company's development, would bring 1,922 residential units. The property would need to be rezoned to medium-density residential in order to bring single-family, multifamily, and townhomes along with commercial and institutional buildings. Now, with most projects we've seen like this, opinions vary, so we went out to speak with people living nearby.
When you see new development, the worst thing I think is when you see these big national stores and companies move in and kind of take over what used to be a quaint community.
More the merrier. Let's just make it nice. Let's plan. Let's do it correctly. Make sure that traffic can come and go, and come on.
And the proposal review is taking place today, 10:30 online. If you wanted to go in person, it's at the Hazlitt Armory building in Dover. Well, construction is underway for the new police station in Millsboro. The new station will be located on Railroad Avenue Extension in Ellis Street. Town says the new building will be up and running within the next couple of months. And also in Millsboro, the Del Dot Bypass project continues to make progress. Town says the project is expected to be completed by Memorial Day of 2025, and that a ceremony may take place once the project is complete. Well, former president and current presidential candidate Donald Trump no longer on the primary ballot in Colorado. This comes after an unprecedented move from the Colorado Supreme Court, which deemed Trump ineligible due to the riot on January 6, 2021 at the U.S. Capitol. John Lawrence shows us reaction from the ruling from officials and from voters.
The Colorado Supreme Court makes a historic decision that may play a factor in next year's presidential election.
Our Constitution is clear that you become disqualified once you engage in the insurrection. There is no need for a specific finding by a court or a tribunal.
In a 4-3 ruling, the Colorado justices determined former President Donald Trump is, quote, disqualified from holding the office of president under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution.
I do not believe Donald Trump should be prevented from being president of the United States by any court. I think he should be prevented from being president of the United States by the voters of this country.
Trump didn't directly address the issue during a rally in Iowa Tuesday night, but his campaign issued a statement saying an appeal will be filed to the U.S. Supreme Court.
This is more jet fuel for this campaign. Every time he's had an interaction with the legal system, he has seen a boost among Republicans.
Meanwhile, Colorado voters are split on Trump's, at least temporary, removal from the ballot.
I mean, that's great. He's a crook, so good riddance.
I'm just speechless. So I think it's not right.
Colorado election officials say the matter has to be resolved by January 5th, the deadline for eligible candidates. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Now, we still have more to get to this morning on Coast TV News Today. Coming up, Fish On, the reopening of one popular surf fishing area in Delaware. Also, local businesses encourage Delawareans to shop small for Christmas. We'll check in with one business owner who shares how shopping small actually supports her. And alert for drivers. You got lane closures that could impact you this morning. We'll tell you the areas that you will look to avoid. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view soaring over the shore. Mondays on Coast TV News at 6. Brought to you by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Intruders are more likely to target homes with dark zones. Take the bullseye off your house and turn on Bionic Spotlight Extreme 360, the motion-activated home defense light that looks just like a high-tech security camera. It detects even the slightest motion and automatically triggers 6 ultra-bright LED high beams. During the day, it's disguised as a high-tech security camera. It's completely wireless and installs in just seconds. Powered by buy solar panels, no batteries needed. It adjusts a full 360 degrees. Call or go online and order your Bionic Extreme 360 for just $19.99. But wait, we can also include a second one. Just pay a separate fee. Plus, we'll give you free shipping on your entire order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1548 or go online to buybionic360.com. So call 1-800-316-1548 or go to buybionic360.com.
I'm hearing sleigh bells, twinkling lights. I've waited all year, baby, just to see that sleigh flying through the night. All of the lights, all of the fun, all of us here, all of us one. The greatest party you ever did see. I'm hearing sleigh bells, twinkling lights.
There's a psycho in my head. I'm closer to the edge, making me feel like I'm living in misery, misery. Answer the call, even in front, you're the one born to save.
93.5, The Beach.
6:12 on our Wednesday morning, looking at our very uninviting gutter helmet cam right now. The wind's coming straight out of the northwest, 30 in Ocean View right now. It says the winds are calm, but a lot of places those winds are up, knocking that wind chill down. Upper 20s and lower 30s are actual temperature right now, and we've got a northwest breeze around 5 to 15 miles per hour, so that feels like temperature. Wow, it feels like 21 in Milford, 22 Indian River Inlet, and it feels like 24 in Redden. So bundle up out the door. At least we have clear skies and for the most part dry roads. Watch out for some isolated slick spots. Otherwise, cold high pressure. If you're strolling along the boardwalk, layer up. We're looking at temperatures in the 30s all morning long into lower 40s. Actual temperature by 11, but feeling much colder with that wind.
All right, we have a traffic update in the Georgetown area. There will be lane closures today on northbound Route 113. DelDOT says this is the area of Aero Safety Road, and it'll be between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. That'll be closed for pavement repairs. Drivers are reminded to slow down in work zones and to expect minor delays while in that area. Well, the Delaware Office of Highway Safety is issuing safety tips for the holiday season. It says now is a dangerous time of the year on those roadways. The awareness campaign is running through the end of the year, and this includes traditional and social media pledge signing activities, also by appearances by the agency's mascots. Highway safety officials are also partnering with police agencies to crack down on driving under the influence, speeding, and distracted driving. Today, Southwest Airline Pilots Association will review a tentative new deal with the airline. Deal comes after 3 years of negotiations. The next step would be for the union's nearly 11,000 members to vote on the deal. A union spokesperson says the contract is worth $12 billion. Comcast says software that was the target of hackers has now been fixed. Comcast said the breach was the result of vulnerability in a third-party cloud computing software. Hackers were able to access Xfinity data that includes users' names, scrambled passwords, birth dates, contact information, the last 4 digits of Social Security numbers, along with secret questions and answers. Tonight is the night many in the country will await the next Powerball jackpot drawing. The jackpot has now reached an estimated $500 million. No one has won the big pot since October 11th. This marks the 4th time it has risen above $500 million this year. Might need to go out and get some tickets for that. More to come. Local businesses encourage you to shop small this Christmas. We'll show you how businesses are benefiting from the local revenue.
It is a dry and cold start to our Wednesday. Orsted Cam West OC 32 right now. It's freezing out there. Bundle up out the door. We've got cold and dry weather to round out fall. And as winter starts on Thursday, it'll be cold, but then we warm it up into Christmas. Pretty warm for Christmas and Santa's arrival. I'll have the details coming up next.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Once upon a time in Rehoboth Beach was a lost little elf, his home far from reach. When all of a sudden he saw a twinkling sign, a magical winter village? Could it be mine? His eyes grew wide as he walked through the doors. The North Pole, you say? No, Shellville, of course. A magical maze was his first stop on the tour. Wasting no time at all, he set out to explore. With so much to discover and so much to do, he knew for a fact all his dreams would come true. After all the excitement, he needed a treat, a warm, tasty beverage to help move his feet. No longer did he feel so lost and alone. Our brave little elf had found a new home.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Welcome the new season with a deep cleaning by Stanley Steamer. Our certified technicians will renew your carpets, air ducts, upholstery, tile floors, and more, clearing away the dust and debris. We clean using powerful proprietary equipment and family-safe cleaning solutions to leave your space looking and feeling fresh. Call or go online to schedule your professional cleaning with Stanley Steamer today.
It is 6:17 Wednesday morning. We're checking out the live scene right now in Ocean City. And I got a spoiler alert, Bob. Santa may not need to be all bundled up, at least when he makes his way here to Delmarva in a few days.
No, he doesn't. Usually Santa, long sleeves, red suit, beard, he's all bundled up. He won't need to be. He can go with the short sleeves, Matt, because we're looking at a warm-up as we go closer to Christmas. Actually, a topsy-turvy pattern. Fall is ending cold, but as we get into the first few days of winter, it starts to warm up. Make sure you scan the QR code right there. That will get you to the CoastTV weather app. Important to have that as we're in the holiday season. And our average high now is 49. We'll only be around 45 today for the high, 46 on Thursday, and even colder on Friday, 44 there. But then we get into the weekend and we start to warm things up. Saturday, a high of 50, and then by Sunday, 53 as we head, we're into Christmas Eve, and it will be mild at that time, but I think people probably prefer that to be dry and on the mild side, so we're looking at good conditions there. We're looking at cold conditions right now, 20s and lower 30s, 30 in Millsboro, 29 Delmar, Seaford, several other cities as well, even below freezing along the coast right now as we've got a northwest breeze, pretty stiff, and that's sending that feels like temperature down to 20 right now. Indian River Inlet feels like 22 in Milford and pretty much 20s elsewhere, so really bundle up. It is a cold morning. We're looking at mainly clear skies right now, and we've got this northwesterly flow with high pressure back to the west, and this high is sprawling high pressure, so we're looking at dry and cold conditions really the next few days. Here's Futurecast this morning, mid-morning. We're looking at mid-30s, so any of those icy spots do start to melt by noon, lower 40s, maybe some middle 40s by 3 o'clock, but for the most part, lower 40s. The winds do back off a little bit, and it's cold as we go through the overnight, just above freezing by midnight. Another cold start into Thursday morning with temperatures in the 30s, and then by Thursday afternoon, much like today, into the low to mid 40s. Cold at night. By Friday morning, we're in the lower 30s, maybe a few more clouds, and still on the chilly side into your Friday. We're looking at winds that are, up to about 20 miles per hour today. They'll tend to die down down a little bit at night, but they continue out of this north and northwest direction really the rest of the week, with the feels like temperatures into the teens and 20s this morning, feeling like 30s this afternoon, 20s tonight, and feeling like 30s on into Thursday, and still cold into Friday. But the weekend warms up, and leading up to Christmas, Christmas Eve is dry, and I think even Christmas Day is dry. We're looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies. Clouds start to increase on Tuesday, and rain, I think, begins to build in the day after Christmas. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 40s right through the rest of the week with dry conditions, cold at night, 50 on Saturday, 53 on Christmas Eve. So looking dry and pretty pleasant for Christmas Eve services, and then Christmas Day 55, and then the rain returns and even warmer the day after Christmas.
All right, thank you, Bob. And for more weather updates, make sure, once again, pull out your phones and scan the QR code. We're showing it to you again. This is for the First Alert Weather app. You can download the app for free to get all the weather updates you need. Countdown to Christmas continues in Georgetown. The Good Old Boy Foundation there will hold a live nativity on the Circle this Friday at 6:30 p.m. The event will include a reading of the Christmas story, live music, free hot chocolate, and cookies. Organizers will also be accepting donations of diapers and wipes for the Sussex Pregnancy Care Center. More specifically, we are 5 days out from Christmas, and that means finalizing your gifts if you haven't done so already. While last-minute shopping may seem stressful, local store workers in Rehoboth Beach say they are here to help. In addition to a more personal shopping experience, local stores in the Rehoboth Beach community do rely on the business to survive.
It's important to come in and shop small because you're supporting the local community, and Rehoboth cannot stay alive without customers coming in and shopping live with us.
And shopping small not only supports the community, but it also gives you the opportunity to find some gifts that you might not see anywhere else. And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know what motivates you to shop at local businesses. Here are some updated results right now. Supporting local, still the overwhelming majority of voters. We still got a little uptick in unique finds, convenience, price, and I don't shop local. They round out our categories for voting. So if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttvnews.com or our mobile apps. And we will have updated results on Coast TV News midday. Well, the holiday season is here, and with it comes many fun activities for people of all ages to enjoy. And one of those, enjoying the holiday lights and decorations put up all over Delmarva. Take a look at your screen right here. Bright, beautiful red and white theme. You can even see Santa in the corner, getting ready to drop off some gifts. This was sent to us by Mary Lou from Bethany Beach. Thank you for doing that. And we would love to see how you decorate your house for the holiday season. So on your screen right now, we're going to show you where you can send your pictures and videos. You can send them to coasttvnews.com/holidayhouse. We'll be right back.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Glassman, what are you doing?
I decided I wanted to be Santa Glass this year.
You can't do the voice. Stop it.
Come on. At least can we give away all the cool stuff?
It slays the holidays, and this year we're giving a prize a day for the entire month of December.
That includes concert tickets, autographed guitars, drum heads, and more.
From these artists and more.
Slays the Holidays is brought to you by Wilkins Wildlights.
More details at 935thebeach.com.
The Powerball jackpot is always a lot of money. Right now, it's a lot of money. Powerball is over $550 million.
not a lot of money.
Please play responsibly.
You sunk your teeth into me, bloodsucker.
1025 WBOC.
Winter is coming, and Delmarva Power urges customers to take advantage of its billing assistance programs to help lower higher energy bills. They're recommending the low-income home energy assistance program. This is to assist with heating costs. The company says it's available to qualified homeowners and renters. Early application is advised as funds for this are limited. Also, DENREC has 3 new superintendents at Delaware State Parks, including one at Delaware Seashore State Park. Her name's Lindsay Goebel. She takes over at that park. She comes from Trap Pond State Park near Laurel, where she was the assistant superintendent. Superintendents are responsible for all daily operations at their parks, including supervision, scheduling, and evaluation of staff, along with coordination and maintenance and other details. All surf fishing vehicle crossings are open again. This is according to the Delaware Seashore State Park. This after being closed due to high surf from the storm that we experienced Monday morning. Crossings at Fenwick Island State Park, they are also reopened. And we're joined again by First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Now, Bob, if you're strolling along Rehoboth Avenue near the boardwalk, maybe you're doing some shopping along Bethany Beach today, not going to get much of a warm-up.
No, you want to be in the sun and out of the breeze, and of course layer up for sure, Matt, because even along the coast, it's cold there. We're sub-freezing this morning. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, lower 30s. Lots of sunshine today, but it's going to be cold, only in the mid-40s by noon, and then 5 o'clock, yeah, it's dark, and already temperatures plunging. Then Lewis and Rehoboth, looking at temperatures, freezing early, and then low to mid-40s for the highs today. Waves around 3 to 5 feet, so maybe a little bit of bumpy ferry ride over to Cape May. I'll have more on this cold snap and then actually warming up towards Christmas. That full forecast coming up.
All right, and also coming up, no immigration deal yet in Congress. We'll tell you when officials say the talks are set to continue. Also, Donald Trump off the ballot in Colorado, why that state Supreme Court made the landmark and unusual legal reasoning for the decision. And an update in Fenwick Island. The improvements there since the big storm earlier this week. CoastTV News Today. We'll be right back.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives. They're coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. The Easy Grip rubberized handles deliver incredible control and accuracy to chop salads in seconds and cut frozen solid meat with ease and get razor-thin slices every time. The non-stick surface means food slides right off and they're dishwasher safe. Plus, they'll stay razor sharp guaranteed. A complete set of chef knives can cost you hundreds, but today you can get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. Order right now and we'll even ship them to you free. Now get your own NutriBlade knives from Granite Stone. The last knives you'll ever buy.
Call 1-800-645-8074 or go to buynutriblade.com.
Solo Cup Saturday night. It's an alternative country party with me, Jared. Brought to you by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated. Saturdays at 7 on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
It's the holiday season, a time for tradition, caring, and good cheer. And in the spirit of the holidays, let us warm your Christmas with the annual Yule Log. Listen to Christmas and holiday music while you eat breakfast or open your gifts. Christmas Day from 5 to 7 a.m. and at 11 a.m. on CoastTV. Plus, enjoy commercial-free music all morning long on The Duck. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year.
Lunch?
This is Coast TV News Today.
December 20th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick, and it is 6:29. It is a Wednesday, and as we go to First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Bob, I would imagine some folks are getting ready to hit the road for the upcoming holiday weekend already.
Yeah, and if they are, Matt, They're in good shape. You know, we still have some of that residual water, maybe some ice from that storm earlier in the week, but all in all, the roads are in good shape. Dry conditions really for the foreseeable future. And it's cold this morning, 20s and lower 30s. So very, very cold, even along the beaches. And we still have a bit of a northwest breeze. So that feels like temperature with those winds gusting over 20 miles per hour at times. Feels like 20 Indian River Inlet, feels like 24 in Del Mar, 28 with the wind in Redden. So watch it out there. It's chilly. Bundle up, layer up as well. We're looking at clear skies. We've got Arctic high pressure back to the west, so the flow is out of the north. It's a dry flow, and I think the winds will relax today as that high gets closer. It's below freezing this morning, so those icy spots should clear up by mid-morning with mid-30s, lower 40s by noon, and by afternoon, full sunshine, lighter winds, so more pleasant in that regard, but still on the chilly side with low to mid-40s. Today's checklist, do watch for those icy spots, especially some of those side roads where that water was piling up during the storm. Winter coat for sure, hat and gloves. Don't need the ice scraper because of the breeze this morning. Make sure you have that warm cup of coffee out the door or maybe some hot cocoa, and make sure you have the sunglasses as well.
All right, thanks, Bob. Fenwick Island posted a video on Facebook showing us that the bay water is receding. Most of the town streets are now clear of water from Monday's flood. There are, however, some lingering low zones and puddles. Over in Maine, heavy rains and whipping winds flooded roadways, knocked down trees. An evacuation order is set to remain in place until noon today. According to officials there, the order affects around 75 to 150 people in the city of Lewiston. Beach replenishment in Lewis is set to be completed soon. This says the Army Corps of Engineers is working to replenish the beaches in the northern parts of the city. CoastTV News reporter Charles Reinert shows us why some have been looking forward to its completion.
It's construction equipment galore on the Roosevelt Inlet Beach. The Army Corps of Engineers is adding more than 100,000 cubic yards of sand to the beach.
It's important to have basically that sand profile in place to really reduce the risk of storm damage to infrastructure.
Stephen Richette with the Army Corps of Engineers says replenishment makes a big difference.
We monitor these beaches on a regular basis, and then basically when needed and when we have funding in place, it's important to renourish them to really absorb that impact from potential storms.
Richette says the way the inlet beach is being replenished is a bit different this time around. Instead of the normal method of driving sand in on trucks, the sand is coming from the ocean floor. Jim McKay lives right by the inlet and says he's been looking forward to seeing the final product.
Well, if you go down to the beach during high tide, there's really no place to walk. There's no place to sit and enjoy with your family. So it's much needed for those that come to visit Lewis, not only the residents, but also those from out of state that come to visit Lewis.
The Army Corps says the city of Lewis gets replenishment on a 6-year cycle. So it's about time the beaches in Lewis get a little bit of love. According to Richette, the project is expected to be complete sometime early in the new year. However, he did tell me that if the ocean and the weather cooperate, it could be done as soon as by the end of the month. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewis, CoastTV News.
Large developments up for debate along Route 9. The North Star mixed-use development is proposed between that highway and Beaver Dam Road across from the vineyards. Also, Cool Spring Crossing, proposed about 2.5 miles away. This is along Log Cabin Hill Road, Hudson Road, Route 9, and Cool Spring Road. Another development under review near the Angola area. The Office of State Planning Preliminary Land Use Service is looking to add a housing development on the corner of Dorman Road and Route 24. Site plan for this one is considered dividing one 7.4 acre of land into 2 equal land parcels and building 4 apartment buildings containing 84 home units. Well, former president and current presidential candidate Donald Trump no longer on the 2024 presidential ballot in Colorado. This after an unprecedented move from the Colorado Supreme Court, which deemed Trump ineligible due to the riot on the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Now, time is running out for his campaign to appeal as the January 5th deadline for candidates is quickly approaching. In a 4-3 ruling, the justices in Colorado determined President Trump is, this is their quote, you can see that there, disqualified from holding the office of president under Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. No deal reached on illegal immigration this week. And according to both Democrat and Republican senators who released a joint statement, Senate now pushing negotiations over the larger national security package with aid for Ukraine and Israel to early next year. even after Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky met with congressional leaders last week in an effort to make his case directly to lawmakers. More to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere. Coming up, fighting Wi-Fi foes. We'll tell you how to stay connected all holiday season. Also, Cape Henlopen battle in boys basketball. We'll have that big game against Dover from Tuesday night. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
We salute James H. Pollard Jr. From 1949 to 1951, James exemplified dedication to his nation. He further committed to his country's defense by being a part of the reserves from 1960 to 1966, demonstrating enduring loyalty and service.
Spicer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva. If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Have you ever needed some help with selection and design layout in your renovated tile bathroom project, kitchen backsplash, or any other tile project? You don't have to go across the bridge. The professionals at East Coast Tile and Flooring offer the largest selection to assist architects, designers, and homeowners on any size project in all price ranges. East Coast Tile and Flooring has the quality, knowledge, and expertise you need. Call East Coast Tile and Flooring today for a design consultation.
Sign up to grow your team at the 2024 Draper Media Job Fair, powered by Premier Staffing Solutions. Be a part of the best marketed and most successful job fair on Delmarva, according to past employers who participated. The Draper Media Job Fair is Saturday, February 24th from 10 to 2 in the Jason Building at Del Tech in Georgetown. Meet over 1,000 applicants looking for work. For more info, go to wbocevents.com.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Doctors, lawyers, teachers, bus drivers, cashiers, librarians, the helpful smile of a helper, a caretaker, a healer, a giver can also hide the deepest suffering. Domestic violence impacts everyone, even our everyday heroes. What Is Your Voice is here to help. Call our helpline at 302-467-3310 or visit whatisyourvoice.org.
Just about 6:38 on this gorgeous but cold Wednesday morning. Boardwalk Plaza Cam. What a beautiful shot looking over the Atlantic. Sun's up in about a half hour. We'll need that sun today. It's cold. 30 in Millsboro. We've got upper 20s from Redden back through Seaford and Delmar. Even sub-freezing along the coast right now. And those winds are pretty breezy along the coast as well. So what it feels like on your exposed skin, it feels cold. Bundle up. 20 is what it feels like in Indian River Inlet. 22 in Milford right now. At least we have clear skies, so if you're headed out for the Christmas holiday today, all is quiet across the Mid-Atlantic. For the kiddos at the bus stop, 29 Burr. That is the weather word. And then heading home, lots of sunshine, but still cold. Need that heavy jacket, 45.
Some news if you are a farmer looking to expand into a new business. The Delaware Department of Agriculture is hosting a workshop for industry professionals in Georgetown. And this workshop will teach people skills from marketing research, business finances, marketing position, and when to make business changes. Sessions will be held on February 15th and the 22nd from 5 to 8 p.m. and it's taking place at the Carville Research and Education Center on Route 9.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning, sports fans. A Henlopen clash between the Dover Senators and Cape Henlopen Vikings in boys hoops. Jack Shell hitting the first 7 points for Cape to start off this game. But Darrell Little couldn't be stopped for Dover right here. He throws down 27 points last night. And Denham Perkins also had double digits. And the Senators knock off the Vikings 67-44. Dover remains undefeated and improves to 2-0 on the season. Cape moves to 3-1. To girls basketball, the Snow Hill Eagles visiting the James M. Bennett Clippers. Snow Hill defense leads to offense. The steal, then Marlon Milbourne dishes to Mara Milbourne as she knocks down the triple. Snow Hill ahead 11-2 in the opening quarter. On the J&B side, Jenna Stouffer right back to the hoop, gets the shooter's touch on the short jumper to bring the Clippers closer. But for the Eagles, Mara Milbourne relentless, right back to the bucket for 2 more, doing it all over the floor last night. In the second, J&B down 6, Moorer picks up the pass, takes it in, finishes, and a foul. J&B trailing 17-13. On the Eagles offense, Snow Hill spreading the ball around, and Maggie Harris-Blackburn knocks down the long 2-pointer. Bennett only down 3 going into the fourth as Eden Amhoff hits a few shots late in the game, but Mara Milbourne would take over the game late down the stretch, and the Snow Hill Eagles go on to win 47-38. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And don't forget to tune in to Coast TV News for some Saturday football. It's the Bengals, Steelers, 4:30 p.m. Be there. And then after that, we will have your hyper local news broadcast at 11 p.m. It's Saturday night.
Hey everybody, here's what's happening today at 4 o'clock right here on Coast Life. We're checking in with some of our favorite coastal wild animals with our friends at Barn Hill Preserve. And if you need some jokes to tell to your family this holiday weekend, we have just a joke jar for you. And we're checking in on a young local resident who's doing well after a tragic accident. All of that and some more happening today right here on Coast TV at 4 o'clock. See you then.
And the Bless Our Children campaign's in full swing. Already, we have collected over $280,000 to help provide Christmas for children who otherwise might go without. But we know this year is creating hardship for many more people, and the need for help will be even larger.
Thank you so much to everyone who has already donated to our Bless Our Children campaign. Every single donation helps, and as you can see, all of you are so generous. We are already getting so many cards and donations. This beautiful card right here is signed by the Donnell family from Long Neck. Thank you so much to everyone in the Donnell family. Your donation means the world to the children on Delmarva. If you want to donate, head to blessourchildren.org.
So if you'd like to make a donation, you can send a donation in a holiday card, and we may read your well wishes on air. And send a check or money order to the address on your screen. You can also donate online. Again, thank you for all your help ensuring that every child on Delmarva has a very Merry Christmas. We'll be right back.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount. So it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Were you calling the shots, though, Mr. President, ultimately? Was the Biden administration caught off guard by this latest surge of migrants? Is it clear who's going to govern Gaza once this war is over? If it's Sunday, it's Meet the Press.
I want to meet these people. I want to give them money. Give it to them.
I like money! No way!
Wednesday at 7 on Coast TV.
WRDE weather brought to you by Window World of Delmarva. Simply the best for less.
Did you know Window World of Delmarva specializes in roofing? Call now to beat the winter rush and protect your property with expert roofing. We provide a CertainTeed Integrity roof system. We'll help you with roofing project from start to finish. Right now, get a CertainTeed roofing system for only $192.94 per month. That's right, only $192.94 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call Window World of Delmarva for a free estimate. Remember, first to call, first to install.
6:44 on this Wednesday morning, and in the middle of your screen, getting a live look there at what is going on in Ocean City. A little bit, oh, that is spectacular. I guess I'd take a better look at that, Bob. I'm liking that. Hey, earlier you had your checklist. You said sunglasses today. I'm good with that. But sun, we're not going to get that warmth from the sun.
No, not today, especially now with the lowest sun angle of the year, Matt, as we're getting closer to the winter solstice, which occurs tomorrow, which will be the shortest day of the year. So that sun is low in the sky, but it's always nice to have the sun because it does warm us up and stay out of the breeze if you can for today. Make sure you scan the QR code, lower left part of your screen. That gets you to the Coast TV weather app. I don't think you need to scrape this morning because we have a bit of a breeze accompanying the cold air, so we have that bonus at least. So it is cold nonetheless, so bundle up. 20s and lower 30s right now all across the board. 29 in Greenwood, 28 Milton, Lewis. Right now you're at 29, Selbyville at 28 degrees and even below freezing along the coast right now. And we still have a bit of a breeze. Doesn't take much of a breeze to knock down that feels like temperature, so make sure you cover your exposed skin. Looking at wind gusts at times up to 20 miles per hour along the coast. Feels like 20 Indian River Inlet right now. 24 in Millsboro and Milford. So it is cold, no doubt about it, as we're looking at clear skies right now. Arctic high pressure park just to our west. The flow around that high coming out of the northwest. But as that high gets closer, the winds will tend to diminish. So those winds not as ferocious as they have been. And this high is sprawling, so it extends all the way back to the Mississippi River. So we're in good shape weather-wise the next few days, but it will be cold with temperatures above freezing as we go through the morning. And then we're into the low to mid 40s this afternoon. The winds will be a little more tolerable for sure. And then clear and cold through the overnight. Tomorrow morning 20s and low 30s. And then by the afternoon, much like today, we're into the 40s once again. And it really doesn't get better into Friday because we get another push of colder air, some clouds. In the morning we're in the 30s, but highs only into the 40s. So another very chilly day as our winds are coming out of the northwest this morning around 15 to 20 miles per hour. But they do start to ease off a little bit this evening, but they're still up a little bit through the overnight. And the next couple of days, they're still coming in out of the north, pumping in that colder air with those feels like temperatures this morning in the teens and 20s, 30s this afternoon, and then through tonight and tomorrow morning, we're feeling like 20s, and then during the daytime hours, feeling like the 30s. Now, leading up to Christmas, a much different story. It turns warmer. Here's Christmas Eve. We're mainly clear, and I think we're looking at temperatures into the 40s and even 50s. And then for midnight mass, as we head into Christmas, we are looking at dry and mild conditions. And then Monday for Santa, mild. No snow for Santa to land on, looking at partly cloudy skies, then increasing clouds. Then it looks like rain increasing the day after Christmas. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. We're looking at mid-40s right through the rest of the week. Lots of sunshine, looking great for your travel weather. Saturday 50, Christmas Eve 53, and then mid-30s as we go into Christmas morning. So we keep it above freezing there. Christmas Day 55 and dry, and then some of us may be returning presents 59 on Tuesday with some rain.
Oh, never, Bob. All right, well, here is a good opportunity for locals looking to get into law enforcement. Bethany Beach Volunteer Fire Company is hiring for live-in firefighter and EMS recruitment. The agency says the new employee will live rent-free in Bethany Beach in exchange for 36 hours of work per week. Fire company says candidates must have basic firefighting and EMS training, and for this, you can apply online. Nominations are now open for the Delaware Department of Health and Social Services for the prestigious Governor's Youth Volunteer Service Awards and the Governor's Outstanding Volunteer Service Awards. Now, these awards honor people, and for the first time here, corporations demonstrating exceptional community service throughout 2023. State Office of Volunteerism encourages nominations by January 15th, and the winners will be celebrated at a distinguished ceremony on April 4th, 2024. As Christmas break approaches, the Lewis Library has something for your kids to do after the holidays. Lewis Library is hosting STEM Time. This is a presentation called Sylvan, Hooray for Emergency Responders. Children will learn about weather-related dangers, plus how helicopters are a useful device for helping in these situations. This will be hosted Thursday, January 4th at 5 p.m., and registration is required. Well, the average person in the U.S. spends 8 hours, 5 minutes using digital media, and probably most of that is connected to Wi-Fi. But in this increasingly connected world, what do you do if your Wi-Fi can't just keep up? Alexa Lorenzo shows us some of the things that you can do to prevent your internet speed from slowing down any further.
Cell phones, computers, television, tablets, all these devices require the internet or Wi-Fi to operate. A recent study by the Pew Research Center found 93% of Americans use the internet. 91% use Wi-Fi at home. But the question remains, what's slowing down your speedy connection?
One thing, the equipment that you're using, if it's older, residential average consumer grade equipment can be, unfortunately, it just wears out.
Another reason could be your neighbor's network. Places like apartment complexes have lots of different Wi-Fis, causing slow speed.
You can get into the router settings and look to see what channel your Wi-Fi is on. Wi-Fi works off of channels, and you can change that channel to get you a better signal and a better quality of internet.
Also check out the placement of your Wi-Fi box. Wi-Fi signals can be interfered with by microwaves, cordless phones, even walls and furniture.
The device needs to be put up high on a desk or up higher on a hutch or a shelf. That will make the signal broadcast better through the house.
Even the material your building or house is made of can impact your Wi-Fi signal. Concrete, metal roofs, and floor heating can block wireless signals or cause some signal loss. Keeping you connected and your Wi-Fi up to speed, I'm Alexa Lorenzo reporting.
It is 6:51 on this Wednesday morning. Time to check in with our coastal pet of the day. It's brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique, and we are seeing on the screen, it's a dog relaxing. Dog is named Ace. Ace is a 2.5-year-old lab pit mix. He loves fuzzy blankets and car rides. You can always find him tucked into a blanket. Ace lives in Del Mar with his owner, Michelle, who sent him in to us. Just an adorable pictures, some great pictures there. And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us your photos. Tell us what makes them so special. On your screen is the information where you can email us. And then you can watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all of the pets we feature.
It is a gorgeous start to our Wednesday, but it is cold. Here's our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Sun's up in about 25 minutes. Cold the next few days. We're ending fall cold, and then winter starts cold, and then starts warming up into the weekend. Kind of topsy-turvy, and the weather does warm up for Santa. He won't need the sleigh, or he'll need the wheels for his sleigh because of no snow. Anyway, I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast and so convenient. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires on a single charge. It has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that gauges and automatically stops when the set tire pressure is reached. Easily inflate pool toys, exercise balls, and more. Call or go online now and get the complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for the factory direct price of just $79.99. Plus, we'll ship your entire order free, and we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-771-0865. That's 1-800-771-0865, or go to getbullseyepro.com.
Be a penguin on New Year's Day at the AGH Penguin Swim. Come out to Ocean City on New Year's Day or join our Cyber Swim and take an ice-cold dip wherever you are. Proceeds benefit the Atlantic General Hospital Foundation. For more info and to register in advance, visit aghpenguinswim.org.
You'll be walking in a winter wonderland at Bella Terrace Garden Center this holiday season. From freshly cut Christmas trees and handmade wreaths to poinsettias and Christmas ornaments, let Bella Terra deck your halls and trim your tree. Join us December 17th through December 23rd for our winter decor sale. 50% off winter and holiday decor. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Bella Terrace Garden Center, your one-stop holiday shop. Located right off of Route 16 in Ellendale.
Middays with me, April Brilliant. It's a feel-good show on your radio.
April is the easiest way to get through your workday.
She can play your favorite song.
She can help you find your furry friend.
The easiest way to get through your workday is with April.
She really makes you feel special.
Hey friends, hang out with me weekdays here on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3 each day from 10 to 3.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Tara Lipinski is here.
15 years old is when I won the Olympics, so ages ago.
And then Lil Rel Howery is in the house. I love it.
Wednesday at 2 on Coast TV.
6:55 a.m. and time for things you need to know before you go. Donald Trump no longer on the ballot in Colorado. This after an unprecedented move from the Colorado Supreme Court, which deemed Trump ineligible due to the riot at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. Time is running out for his campaign to appeal as the January 5th deadline for candidates is quickly approaching. People and groups who owe back taxes will soon get a reminder from the Internal Revenue Service in the mail. The agency will send out notices and offer penalty relief to nearly 5 million people, businesses, and tax-exempt organizations. The agency will only work with delinquent taxpayers who owe less than $100,000 in back taxes, and it will only apply to people late on paying debts from their 2020 and 2021 returns. Today, beach replenishment continuing near the Roosevelt Inlet. This is being managed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. They say there is a replenishment cycle of about 6 years in Lewis, and one difference this time around is the way the sand is making its way to the beach. Sand is being pumped from the ocean floor, and it is bringing close to 100,000 cubic yards to the beach. All surf fishing vehicle crossings are now open in Delaware, according to the Delaware Seashore State Park. This after being closed due to high surf from the storms that we experienced Monday morning. Crossings at Fenwick Island State Park are also reopened. New Jersey Transit is offering a plush toy of Ricardo. That is the steer bound for the slaughterhouse who made a run for it last week. Ricardo ran along the transit tracks, delaying trains until he was cornered, and he was granted a new lease on life and is doing well at an animal sanctuary. Now, part of the proceeds will go towards supporting the new life at the animal sanctuary. All right, it is 6:56 a.m. as we approach the top of the hour on a cold Wednesday morning, Bob.
Yeah, was Ricardo running towards Wall Street, being a bull?
Don't know what direction that was.
Don't know, but I'm sure he was freaked out anyway near that train platform. We are looking at chilly conditions this morning. Watch out for some icy spots on the roads from that residual rain from the big storm. That could be icing up some of the roads. Otherwise, warming slowly above freezing into the low to mid 40s today. Lots of sunshine, feeling colder with the wind. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We keep it cold through Friday with 40s, and then heading towards Christmas, it starts to warm up. 50 Saturday. Santa's arrival, he can dress for fall, 53, and then Christmas Day, we're looking at 55. It does stay dry, but then increasing rain beginning Tuesday through Thursday.
Bob, and thank you for joining us here on Coast TV News Today. The Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m., and then we'll be back with Coast TV News midday at 11 a.m., so stick with us for that. And for more news and even coverage you can count on, go ahead, download our Coast TV News app. Have a great Wednesday morning.